Welcome to Anthony's Outdoors. In this episode, Courtney, Hunter, and I are on one of our favorite northern Wisconsin lakes targeting muskies. If the muskies don't cooperate, we'll be going after smallmouth bass. Now, we've got good weather conditions, however, we are dealing with extremely low water levels for this time of year, which may make us have to change our boat position in order to put fish in the boat. Let's go get them. Oh, and Courtney Shermer, will you marry me?
Are you serious?
Yeah. I think that's a yes, folks.
Yes.
Oh, good job, Hunter. Let's try it.
Hunter.
Let's hope it fits. Look at that, like a glove. Yay. Alrighty, first spot we pulled up to is a weed saddle with some stumps on it, as you can see right there. And we've already had a fish blow up on my double eights, Oktoberfest, and then I had it follow back up later. Could have been a separate fish, I don't know, it did look smaller than the first fish that hit. The first one that hit was a really good sized fish. So we marked it, we're going to leave him alone for the rest of the day, and we're going to come back in the evening. Okay, quick update. So we've fished some weeds, we've fished some rocks, and we've only seen fish on weeds. And a lot of the weed spots that were in this lake last year aren't there right now. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the real low lake levels. Maybe the lake was really high in the spring and they waited a long time to let it out and those weeds just never got a chance to grow. This water here is super dark. It's the color of coffee basically, and light penetration down to the bottom might be minimal, so we're just trying to find all the weeds we can at this point and get some fish to bite. We're coming up on a peak fishing period right now. That's okay. Bring it. Bring it. Keep its head down. Head down. Get it away from the boat, honey. Come on. You got this. You got this. Keep tension. Keep tension. Keep tension. Don't let him down. Lift him up. You got this. You got this. He's not going to break your line. You got this. Bring him up. Here we go. Here we go. Bring him. Got him! Yes!
Good job. Hunter, mommy found a muskie.
Finally, my honey caught a friggin' muskie. It's been over 2 years. And a good one. On flowage green and black, everybody. My absolute go-to colors in stained water. Flowage green and black. If you're not fishing that color, you're missing out on fish. Well, Courtney finally caught her first muskie in 2 years. She's been in quite a drought. And she's got a nice one here. Caught on the flowage green and black, double eights. in this nice little weed patch here off this island, and there's a saddle that runs between here. And we're gonna get out of the net and get it measured up, and so Courtney can get some engagement muskie pictures. All right, Courtney with a beautiful flowage muskie. Look at that, very nice fish. All right, Courtney's 38. 38 incher. Nice fish, honey.
Thank you.
Oh, 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 oh. Nice fish. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice fish, honey.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes day one. Courtney caught a 38-inch muskie, real thick, healthy fish, and a weed bed off of an island point there. So we're beat. We've been up since 11 p.m. of last night. So we're gonna go to camp early, go to bed. The northern lights are supposed to be out tonight, so hopefully we get to see those, but if not, sleep is going to be mighty sweet today. So in the intro, I had mentioned that we were dealing with extremely low water conditions, and as you can see by the rocks in the background, that's a straight wall cliff. And last year when we auto charted this area, it was almost 9.5 feet right next to the rocks. Well, we just checked it, and we're down to 5 feet. So the lake is definitely low, probably 4 feet average around here. And it's causing us to have to position our boat a little bit differently in order to fish the weed beds that where they were last year aren't quite where they are this year, and in some spots they're just not there at all, which is making finding weeds a little bit challenging. This lake has a few weeds to begin with, and all the active fish we've seen have come off weeds. We haven't seen any fish on rocks yet. So we're just in the search for good weed growth. We got a bay coming up over here with some weeds on the surface, so we'll give that a shot. But as you can see, lake is pretty low.
Ooh, weeds in front of us. Is that just a weed?
Yeah, just a weed.
Oh, I'm in weeds. Ooh, fish! Got him! Ooh, good muskie.
Good, you're good.
Oh.
Just keep them away from the trolling motor. Really big fish.
Whoa.
Really big fish.
Would that be a 50?
Fight them. Just.
Oh, I have goosebumps.
Just keep tension.
Oh,
Did you lose them?
no.
Okay, keep tension on them though, honey.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Holy macaroni. That is a tanker. Keep them out of the weeds. Keep tight. Keep tight. Find them out of there. Pull them out of there. Pull them out of there.
Move.
Hunter. Get up here. Oh my God. I got him! Yes! Oh,
That
what
could
a
be 50.
giant. What a giant, honey.
Oh, I have muskies. I'm trying.
All right, Courtney just caught her personal best. 47-inch flowage tank. Look at this fish. Again, green and black, guys. You got to be throwing green and black on stained waters.
There we go.
Wow. All right. Courtney's biggest muskie to date. 47-incher, super thick. Awesome, awesome muskie. Hold her up. Yeah.
It's a heavy fish.
Yeah, that fish is every bit of 20 pounds.
There she goes. Woo!
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm a little bloody.
Little bit of slime time, little bit of finger blood.
Little more musky blood and slime on the ring.
Nice. If you guys have been following the channel, I had just posted a Musky Tip Monday on fishing shallow as that initial cool down happens in early fall. Courtney just caught a 47-inch muskie, her personal best. Big, thick female fish. That fish was in less than 3 feet of water. Okay, water temps right now are 64 degrees. The fish was in less than 3 feet of water in thick weed cover. That's the kind of fish that you'd be trying to catch off of deep rock humps and deep weed edges in the middle of summer. But those big girls move up shallow early fall when that water temperature starts to drop. Fish shallow. If you are fishing in 10 feet or deeper, you're fishing too deep. Got him? Got him. In the middle of a good cast rod too. All right, Courtney made a quick switch over to a white 3/8 ounce spinnerbait, and she landed a really nice smallmouth bass. She's on fire today. All right, this might be her personal best for smallmouth. Let's see what we got. I got him. I got this. You pinch the tail. Yep.
18.5.
Nice.
That is my best.
That is. There you go. Let her go. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you're feisty.
All right.
She just bit my thumb.
There you go. So Courtney just made her personal best muskie and
Personal best smallmouth.
I saw him. Got him. Spin around. In the water, honey. In the water. All the way. There. All right, so I decided to throw on a shallowrator, one of my favorite lures for fishing rock spots. This is a mid-lake reef that runs between two islands, and the river channel kind of swings around here. And we haven't seen any fish on rocks all trip, but we decided to come here evening time. Been cloudy all day. Wind has been pounding on this spot. I said, let's give it a shot. And we got ourselves a small but really healthy muskie here. All right, not the biggest muskie in the world, but a really healthy, pretty fish. Go ahead and grab the camera. Well, not exactly the release I was looking for, but here you go. All right, so that's the end of day 2 up here in northern Wisconsin for our Labor Day trip. Courtney caught her personal best 47-inch muskie, super tanker on a black and green 8/8. And then she also caught her personal best smallmouth bass at 18.5 inches. Just hooked into a muskie not too long ago, 34 inches. Terrible release, but caught on a shallowrator off of a rock reef. First rock fish of the trip, so hopefully that's going to set up a pattern for the following days to come because there's a lot of rock on this lake. So stick around. Hopefully we'll catch some more fish tomorrow. So the muskies weren't cooperating, but the smallmouth bass are, and this lake has some beautiful smallmouths. Nice. All right, want to get a measurement real quick? I'm gonna say 15. Oh, look at that.
16. Just over 16.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
16
nice.
and a half.
All right, not bad.
Oh, okay.
And gone. Day 3 is in the books, and it was a bust for musky fishing. We didn't see a fish, although Courtney may have had one nip at her bait right at the end of the night here. We couldn't get it to convert at the end there, so it is what it is. It's musky fishing. We've had a great 3 days so far. We did catch a bunch of smallmouth and some pike today, so we weren't fishless. Definitely had worse days, but we're just setting up for bedtime here. There's a huge storm system moving in tonight, and it's probably going to rain us out for tomorrow morning. So we might be just hunkering down in the tent for the first part of tomorrow. We'll see. Well, our Labor Day trip is coming to an end. Unexpectedly, we are getting slammed in here by rain and crazy wind, and this little dinghy ain't built for heavy winds. So we've got gusts up to 30 miles an hour, and it's hard to tell right now on the lake. We're on the backside of our island, just kind of hunkered out, but we've got white caps just out there. And we tried to fish some of the wind-blown rock spots and stuff, and we were just getting pounded. So we're calling it quits. We're gonna pack up camp and get the hell out of here, because tomorrow isn't supposed to be any better for the fishing forecast. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you like what you saw in this video, please hit that like button, comment down below, and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching Anthony's Outdoors, and we hope to see you on our next adventure.